Hello everybody, it's CrazySpaghetti here, and so we are back after 2 weeks. And I'm in a new room. Well, same room, but I've turned it into my room. Basic bedroom, gaming room. Yeah, basically that. The reason I've been off is because obviously I've been sick. I'm not going to tell you why I have, because yeah, I've just been really loads of pain, headaches, and all that. But I'm better now. Gone. I feel better. Feel nothing's wrong with me. And yeah, well, I can now do videos. Also, here's my new room. Obviously, well, actually, no point in moving my camera. My stuff are here. Basketball, mask. Down here is whatever stop motion stuff I need. Over here is my bed and all that. Blah blah blah. Oh god, my camera. Oh no. Yeah. Today we're gonna be doing something new. So we're gonna be playing Planetzoo, the campaign mode. I've actually had the game for 2 years now. Played like 160 hours in total. And I love the game, and I really wanted to do a video on it because I have not played the campaign mode in 2 years. So I wanted to do it again, but on the channel. So remember to subscribe, hit notifications so you never miss an awesome upload by me. And well, let's get into it. Right, let's get into it. I haven't been in this for 2 years now. Right, obviously the setup isn't done yet. My room hasn't been done yet. It's only I need to get some posters up and some LED lights. Put my mic near my mouth, and let's have a drink. All right. Also, I did want to ask you, everyone. I did want to ask someone if you watch these videos, please tell me what you want to see next. Any other games, FNAF games, anything, because I have no ideas at all in my head. I haven't spoke to the gang in ages, the Spaghetti Boys. I haven't spoke to them in a while because I've obviously been ill. So, see if there's any videos in the works from them, any like ideas we can do. But anyway, also you can give us ideas too. But yeah. Taking a long time, this is. There we go.
Heyo at Planetzoo. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planetzoo language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife.
I've been in this in ages.
And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But okay. I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
God, I missed this career mode. Right. Let me get myself in here.
From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire.
Yeah.
Good. Now, I hope you're...
Sorry, 1 minute. Let me see if my settings are all normal. Okay. Okay. Refresh rate. I'm just gonna leave it.
Ready to ditch
Anyway.
your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their
Grizzly
habitat.
bear. Hey up, Winnie. How you been doing? 5 stars. Oh.
See now, this is a fantastic way to
Hold
get
up,
a
bloody hell.
close look at your animals. You can also get
Okay.
this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Okay. Let's go to the West African
Okay,
lions.
when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
The one thing I love about this game, how accurate everything is. It's so good. Oh, I miss this. When I first start-
Leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the
When I first started the game, I had no clue of how to play the game. So, yeah,
most
it
social
was.
of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although prides of that size are pretty rare.
Okay.
As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome.
Awesome.
Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days.
Awesome.
Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty
I'm
habitat
guessing this
and
is
see
the
what needs
warthog
doing
one.
there.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool. I could make that. Yeah. Adopt and place 2
As
new
you can
common
see,
water.
it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something.
Yeah,
well,
man.
2 somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt
Yes,
a pair of them.
warthogs.
To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
I know. I played the game for like nearly 200 hours, so I know how to play the game. Alright.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat.
Limas.
As it happens, you are.
Limas.
So how about you move
I
them
like
into
to
their
move it,
new
move
home?
it. I like to move it. King Jolly on. Is it meditated? I didn't know they did that.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Okay, whatever you say. Okay. That's a pretty cool zoo, not gonna lie. Yep.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers
You just made
don't
me
hang
miss
about.
the
They'll move
warthogs.
those animals to their destination as fast as possible.
Hey up.
Of course,
Oh,
normally
look
we'd
at the
have to place the
colours.
animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat. But
Oh
I am
my
assured by a person of
God.
good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest
Put on the
of health.
cinematic.
Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And
Okay.
that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas. Nutrition, social health,
What? I've never seen
habitat,
that.
and enrichment.
That melistic version. Hold
Luckily,
up. Shut
if
up.
you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which
No,
we saw
no,
earlier,
hold on,
where you
shush,
can see how
shush.
they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to
Yeah,
remember.
okay.
You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
For more information. Yeah. Right, anyway. That's feeding station.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
A water ball. I know. Toys. Let's get toys in there. More the bath for you. There you go.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see.
Yeah.
Our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Let me have a look at my animals first, please. Beautiful warthog, not gonna lie. I'll leave you lot. Go to this ostrich habitat.
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Yep, add a habitat gate. Yes, sir. Right, now let's get to building.
Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
I usually make my own ones. I use the null barrier.
Good work. Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
I've done that. One pause, okay.
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on.
Donation box.
Because it makes them happy. And because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests
a
enjoy
donation
the view
box.
of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Yes, ma'am. Next. You need more barriers. It won't let me do it.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Yeah, I know. It would be nice if you let me put more thingies. What's it called? Barriers.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know?
Really stretching their legs.
At 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Let's have a look at our ostriches. Look at you! Look at... Oh, ostriches, they're hilarious. Lightning McQueen.
Impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich.
I didn't even know he did a joke.
Now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut.
Huh? Hippos?
Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
There you go. I've done it. I've done it now.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness.
Why?
Negatively. In case that wasn't clear.
Yeah, I don't think I got the joke then.
Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Where the hell was that? Locate highlighted areas. What
Lovely
oh.
work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the
Tigers! I
ostriches and
forgot
hippos.
about that. Remember all the tiger things. I'm using the
Let's
concrete.
get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet.
Yeah,
Head
I
on
see.
over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away. Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch. And concrete and
Wow.
glass, I expect. So, go ahead and build it. Just
Oh,
make sure
God.
the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
I remember.
Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Lady, I know what I'm doing. Make sure this, make sure that. Jesus, you sound like my teacher. Now, let's get some glass. Get some beautiful concrete. Because we love concrete, don't we, lads? Glass, get some glass. Get some concrete. Now, add a gate, okay. There we go.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think?
Make it
The way we'll do it
free.
is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
Yeah, I've done that.
Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters.
Done that. Have I done it? Let's do this.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
Alright, let's get some Bengal tigers in here. Alright, let's get these beautiful patties in here. Why did I say that?
Okay,
Oh, I'm
that's
tired.
the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Yes, I think so. Let's get some... Well, actually can't really do that, can I? Please do.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll
I've already
start
done
with
that.
the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Put that here.
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Right, put one there. And put this one right here.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think
Oh,
of that
look
just
at
as normal weather.
these.
Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like,
Need,
just pop down the
soil.
blueprint that I've already built for you.
Get some short grass in here. Everything's perfect now. Great. Now, enrichment. Now we just need our shelter. Wish I could make my own, but then that would just take ages. Actually, no, it's terrible.
Right then. All animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat.
Really?
To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
Yeah, that's right. Now let's go on Nature. What do we need?
Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
Oh, I will, because they're terrible.
You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
Environment.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave. Even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
Oh, well. Anyway, let's go. We can't do anything. Now let's go to this
but for heaven's sake,
highlighted
don't test
area.
that theory.
I didn't say I was. There's a highlighted area. Oh, here.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese.
Huh?
Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Stop in place. No, I don't get this. What are you trying to make me do? I don't get it. Where even are they? You're not even here. Are they? Over here. Oh. Okay.
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you want me to do? Yep.
Right, as you can see, the peafowlers need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
I've done it already. Always can count on me. Snow leopard enclosure, okay. I really did forget about this one.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Yep. Oh, heat maps, there we go. Get some heaters in here. No, not heaters. Coolers.
As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Okay, lady. Environment.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
Will do.
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters.
Why is it so glitchy?
But now we've got
Is
the
it because
coolers
I'm recording?
we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen. Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Like these. Read enrichments.
As you can see, this list shows you the animals' overall welfare. So, if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button.
Let's make them a little
Right.
nice
I'm off for a
area.
cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Okay. You do that and I'll do a better job than you. Lazy bugger. Get that. There you go, little man. And now let's get some beautiful, beautiful habitat stuff here. Filters, species. That's a Galapagos one, isn't it? Yep. GG. There we go. And here you are. Nope. Get some. You want that? Yeah, you already got that. Here you go. Here's that. Some rubber ducks. Sprinkler. another thing for you lot. And a water pipe if you're ever thirsty. Now, have I done it? Well, let me go to you lot. Enrichment, food enrichments. Okay, I'll do my best. Food enrichments. You need that. And let's get this. Why not? There you go. You're all perfect now. Perfect now or not? Good. Plant. Terrain. Okay, terrain it is. Bing, bada, boom. Need long grass, okay. It's really, I don't know why it's glitching so much, but it don't usually glitch whenever I play the game. Alright, you all good now? Sand you need, okay. Stress. How do you have stress? Hard shelter. Let's make you a better one. That better be a lot. Move that. That looks perfect. There we go. Now, are you happy or you just out and trying to hide? Alright then. Habitats. Whoa, dude! Whoa! It's a turtle! I like turtles. Aha! Alright. There we go. Wah wah! Alright, now are you good? Are you good now? Why? He's just out. You good now? So I move you where you need to go. There you go. You good? That has to be perfect. Come on. I'm just gonna do something stupid so I can get it done. You good now?
Oh yeah.
You're 100% now.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Get up.
One gets that. Please get to that. Oh man, why is it going down? Is that better? Please not. Terrain. Okay. What do you want for terrain? Terrain, you need short grass, okay. Oh, short grass. What else is wrong with you? Enrichments, okay, okay. Zebra. What are they called? Planes. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Food enrichments. Ba 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 da, da, da. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Always on. There it is. What's meal quality? Where's meal quality? Animals.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Hey!
I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that.
41
if you want to grab
minutes.
your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Wow. New zoo. Alright everyone, this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see any more career videos, please subscribe or hit the notification button to never miss an awesome upload by me. And well, if you want any like cool zoos being made, I could do that. Make a new series if you want to. And anyway, I'll see you on the next one everyone. A bing and a boom.